Peace. Welcome in, family. I told you I was going to be back with another live stream. Today is Christmas Eve, so we'll wait to see if anybody got the message. I hope everybody's doing fine. I hope everybody has some time to, enjoy some family time, open up the gifts if that's what you guys do, or, you know, if you're not, if you're alone, hopefully you spend some time, you receive some of my messages and took some time for yourself. So I hope everybody's doing fine. We'll give it a little bit of time, see if anybody joins. If not, we'll get straight to it, get straight to the messages, and allow my brothers to receive this game. Today was a long day for me, though, bro. I'm not even going to lie to you, man. It was a real long day. Like I said yesterday, I had to go to work. Men must build their value, bro. It starts with you. That's what's the message. It starts with us together. And like I said, this is just the beginning, man. Humble beginnings, a new process, new beginnings. Cheers to new beginnings, mate. Like my boy from the UK says, man. He's like, I can't wait to get started, mate. So, all right, we're a minute in, so nobody's in here. We'll get straight to the message. So, guys, it starts with you. Now, what I mean by this, there's so many different definitions of us as men, and you can define a man in so many different terms, And I think that us as men, we need to know the original origin point. So what's your starting point? Where do you start from as a man? That's an excellent question that I believe that we should ask ourselves. Where are we going to start and where is the finish line? And that's powerful. That's a powerful question because your brain will start to think, your brain will start to analyze, your brain will start to wonder, and then you can start beginning the process of doing some of the things that I'm talking about here. Now, like I said, part of this, bro, is about building discipline as a man, because some of us, we just don't want to build discipline. We don't want to move forward and set goals and strive for the goals because we're afraid that we're going to be let down, because a lot of us have tried to chase dreams, and those dreams, we didn't succeed. We took a loss. We truly did take a L, and because of that, a lot of us never bounced back from that. And I know that's part of the reason why so many of us don't go after the things that we want to go after in life. But it's important for us to get the dream back. It's important for us to get a vision back as a man, because we truly need both, bro. And that's what I'm saying. It starts with this discipline. I'm not gonna lie. I went to work today and I didn't want to. I was thinking about it. I don't sometimes, bro. Salute to TJWK Ireland, bro. If you're in Ireland, salute to you, my brother. I'm hoping that you continue to rock with me. Continue to tap in, bro. This is a stream for us. This is a stream for men. If you have any questions, I'm more than willing to answer your questions. And I want to talk about how us as men have to build our value up. It's extremely important during these times, specifically because I know that men are hurting. I say this often, but it's the truth, man. It really is the truth. And so I think that as we move forward, this whole community is about us, bro. Like I said, I didn't want to, I'm going to work and I'm thinking about this. I'm working a long day shift. And sometimes you do things that you don't want to do. That's what men do, bro. We don't have the option to have somebody to come save us. We have to start from scratch. We have to start from the beginning. And those beginnings, for a lot of us, are real difficult sometimes. They're not easy beginnings, bro. A lot of us come from pain. A lot of us come from struggle. When I was talking to the guy from UK, he was, a lot of us don't have money, especially right now. That guy from UK, he's struggling. And here in America, I don't know if that guy's from Ireland. I don't know how it is out there, but in America, it's not easy for a lot of people, especially men. We're struggling out here. So I think it's important for us to decide, what can we do in this moment to start a new life and a new community. That's what it's all about. This is all about a tribe. This is all about a brotherhood. Now, some of these people, like I said, they don't understand that men, we have to set goals, and then we have to strive for those goals. Sometimes people just think that you're going to just get handed this overnight, and it's not the case. It's not the case, bro. And I think where we start is deciding What can we decide in this moment to get 1% better, 2% better, 3% better? Me specifically, my goal is to eventually have 1,000 people in here, and then we're all helping each other out, giving each other knowledge, giving each other power, and sharing this wealth, not only tangible wealth, money wise, but wealth of peace. Some of us just need peace because we don't have peace in our life. Some of us we struggling. A lot of us are really are, man, and it's difficult for us. So that I'm saying, all right, this is my goal. I want to have this community, and then I have to take tangible actions, even though I don't want to do some of these things. Like I said, I didn't want to come on here and stream. I want to. It's so easy for us as men to get complacent because society wants us to be complacent. Society wants us to just sit here, eat a bag of chips, watch Netflix, jump on the hub, and not get better. The moment we decide as men to get better is the moment that the whole world can feel how powerful we are. Because if me and this guy, if he's from Ireland, if me and him, just think about this for a second. If this guy truly is from Ireland and he's tapped in with the community, we have another brother from the UK, and then we can build bonds all throughout this world. And he's slowly rising. I'm slowly rising. The dude from the UK slowly rising. How powerful can we begin? Well, our community can be worldwide, not just a small network like this. Now, I'm not even saying to where we come and we try to just take over overnight and things like that. I'm just saying so that this brother, if he has some painful times, if he's hurting, if he's struggling, then we can help him out and just motivate him. Because now more than ever, and I've explained this multiple times, a lot of us, so he just left a comment and said, I'm from Dublin in Ireland, which he is, which I salute. Thank you for tapping in. And that just shows me how good God is, bro. I asked God multiple times, allow me, give me the strength, the courage, the knowledge, the understanding, and the wisdom so that every man that needs this message can receive this message. So to know that this guy is from Dublin is a real humbling experience because, like I said, I'm just that I hate to say that I'm average, but it is to a certain extent. I come from a family that has pain, that has struggle, like the majority of us. But to know that my messages are received all over the world is truly, truly humbling. And I thank you for leaving that, brother. I salute you. So when I'm talking about it starts with you and how we have to build our value up, I think it's really important for us to make the decision, like I said, and then take some tangible decisions to execute that. So if I say that I want to make money today and I want to really grow this community, we have to do something small, bro. A lot of us can't make goals. And I think that's extremely important for us to make goals because if you can make a goal and you can have the proper mindset and the discipline along with those goals and the consistent action. When I was talking to the guy from the UK, it's extremely like a lot of us as men, we don't understand this concept. And I think part of it is just because we struggle sometimes with being consistent. A lot of us aren't, this is just a cold, hard truth that I'm going to speak right now. Bro, a lot of us, we're gonna have to slowly, slowly, slowly grind. We're not gonna get overnight success. Even me, like I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna be real with my boy from Ireland here. When I first decided to start Men Are Needed, I had it in my head, in my dream, bro. I'm gonna post my first video and it's gonna go viral overnight. And a lot of us do that, bro. And a lot of us get discouraged. A lot of us feel down. We start getting depressed because it doesn't go the way we want it to go. So let's say I have a dream that I want, and this is really common, especially in our community. This is like one of the biggest things that I get. If you have a dream that you want to have a woman, and eventually you want to have a wife, and you want to have a family, so you can see that dream, and then you might hear a message like me or some of these people in the other communities that are telling you, bro, you need to go cold approach a woman, go up cold approach 15 girls, and then that's going to lead you on the path to get the woman and the wife that you want, right? So you do that. You go approach that first chick. She might be, even in your mind, she's not even like a 10 or anything. She's just an average chick. You go over there, you cold approach her, and she automatically looks at you like you're crazy. She's like, why are you talking to me? So that ruins your ego. You feel discouraged and you feel down because of that. So that's a prime example, especially in our communities, where our men feel let down one way or another. Some of us could be because our parents let us down, so we have trauma because of that. But either way, without getting over that mindset switch, it's just a mindset switch. Everybody can feed you these courses and try to get you to buy their programs and tell you, like, look, if you invest $1,000 into this program, I'll get you to go a code approach. I'll get you married overnight. I'll get you to switch the mindset. But it's really this simple, and a lot of us just overcomplicate it because it's something that we have to do. You know, a lot of us just, this is just cold hard reality. And my boy from yesterday, the live stream, he was saying how I speak facts, and I don't do it to like try to be mean. I just, and this is a big concept too, guys. We need to understand God speaks in truth. If you're a godly man and you operate with morals, ethics, value standards, God is not going to lie to you, bro. God is going to tell you the truth because sometimes we need that as men. And then and I've noticed this, if I don't tell my brother from Ireland the truth and he goes out into this cold world and he gets let down because he thought the world was operating one way and he gets his feelings hurt, now that might lead him to go run to the bottle. That might lead him to go, be depressed and do some drugs, all because nobody felt the need to tell him the truth. We need to receive the truth, bro. That's something that I see a lot of times where we just don't. We'll lie to each other because we're afraid of confrontation. And like I was saying, in my personal life, if I knew you and you were my brother, bro, I'm gonna always tell you the truth. And I expect this, I expect the same from you. I expect you to keep it real. I expect you to give me honesty because we need that. How can we grow? How can we become the best versions of ourselves? And how can we really build a bond, a tribe? And this is what we're trying to do here at Men Are Needed. This is what I want to build, a bond, bro. This is a tribe. This is a group of men that can just come together. But if I'm just sitting here lying to you saying, no, I know you're in Ireland, I know you're in UK, I know, I think somebody said they were from Africa, whatever. Let's say you're just from the Illinois, like me, and you're in America. And I'm telling you, no, immediately just buy this course and I'm going to get you to where you need to be. And it stems back from the main point. Like I said, you just make a decision. Why can't we make decisions? Why is it so difficult for us to execute a plan? Now, I want to start by saying this. We need to get back to dreams, though. What happened to us having a dream and us saying, as kids, we had an imagination, we had visions, and we were able to apply those imaginations. So, I know all of us did. When you were a kid, you used to play cops and robbers, or used to run around and play freeze tag, or just whatever, and we would do that and have so much fun, have so much joy, and we would have that creative side to ourselves, right? So then we grow up and then we lose that. Now, I know there's multiple reasons for that, and I can explain some of them really quickly, just so if somebody's like, I don't know what he's talking about. So you have your imagination, you have your dream, and then somebody might crush the dream, somebody might squash the dream. You might hit reality that you have to go work because, like I said, men must build their value. So you have to go work regardless. There's nobody that I don't know that put in no work unless your parents have money, but then even then you still have to put in work to take over their legacies. So we have to know that we have to put in this work. So you're going to work and you're realizing, okay, this system is making me work maybe 8 to 10 hours a day sometimes, depending on how your system operates. Here in America's, it could be typical for you to work 8 to 10 hours. And let's say you're 19. No, let's just say you're 16. You're 16 all the way to 25. Most of us are going to have to work a minimum wage job. Most of us aren't going to come out immediately and make 35, 40, $50 an hour. It's going to take time for you to get to that point. So then you get stuck in that rat race, right? And then you're hopping on social media. You're seeing how, quote unquote, influencers that are your same age, they're hopping on here, bro, supposedly uploading a video, making a sales course, have some type of program, or maybe they're even a content creator like this, and they're making 20K, 30K a month. And that makes you feel discouraged. That makes you feel, all right, man, I'm a loser. I can't compete with this guy, which this is a cold hard truth too. Competition as a man, sometimes it could be good, but sometimes it could damage you too. But the reality is we all compete. we're all going to compete against one another. Now, like I'm saying, this community can have friendly competition. It was me and this young brother, Samson. He was interviewed him on one of my videos, and that was like a friendly competition. He was like, "Hey, bro, I'm about to upload this video today. When are you gonna upload your video?" So that helps motivate me, bro. That helps inspire me. That's like, all right, man, let's get to it, bro. All right, let me see who's gonna win. And I think that's good. When you're on a basketball team, I don't know if any of you guys ever play sports. I used to play basketball. When we were playing basketball on the court, bro, we would push each other for greatness. That's what this whole community is doing. I'm pushing my brother from Ireland. I'm pushing my brother from UK. If you watch his first video, he was explaining how, because I told him, I'm like, look, bro, and this is what I need to, I'm talking to you too. I need you to rise up and, bro, you have to experience the greatness that's within yourself. You have to get back to your dream. You have to get back to your vision. And I know that you can. You're just afraid sometimes because, like I said, there's discouragement, the fear, and all this steps in. But once you're on the state of using your imagination and tapping into your creative side, nothing can compete, bro. Because you're a man walking with purpose. You're a man that's changing your whole paradigm. Your whole reality has just switched the moment that you made a decision and use your imagination. So let's say you're a factory worker in Ireland and you're going to work 10 hours a day to still, you're doing some type of wheat or some type of oat product. And all you can see is you going to work every day, coming home, you're lonely, you have no woman, you have nobody. Who wants to live that life? How can you dream if you don't have anything out of that? If you're not saying, okay, I'm doing this in the moment because I know this is going to get me to starting a business. This is going to get me to investing in real estate properties, something that is more than just what you're doing in this moment. And that's why I said you have to use your imagination. This is something that a lot of these RP communities, a lot of all these uh, I don't know, these other men communities, they don't tell you about your imagination. And if you guys know about Neville Goddard, Bob Proctor, Jim Rome, the people that are truly giving you the real sauce and the real game of how to escape this matrix, it's through your imagination. It's through your mind. The mind is the only way out. There's a reason why these people, if you guys ever read that book, Man's Search for Meaning, I think his name was Viktor Frankl, he explains how your mind, he was basically in jail, he was tormented, and he was put through an agonizing time period. But in his mind, he was in paradise. In his mind, he wasn't experienced being in jail. And if you speak to a lot of these people, I got game. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I receive a lot of game from the OGs. I got some people that have been to jail. They've been in the prison system, and a lot of these people will explain to you and tell you that when you're in there, you can literally be locked up in a cell, but your mind can be so far in the heavens, in meditation, in prayer. You're not experiencing that version of hell. Now, the opposite side of that is if you're not prepared mentally, you're going to go to jail and you're going to experience demons. You're going to be tormented. You're going to be really broken in spirit. So that just shows you how powerful your mind is. And that shows you that I know that you have the ability to create whatever you decide to create. Whenever you have a goal, it's extremely important for you to take action immediately, bro. And that's what I was telling my boy from the UK. We sometimes say it, right? My boy from the Ireland, he might say, I want to make $10,000 this month. God, can you please make a way for me to do this? But then God might come back with a message to you and say, well, okay, I'll give you the vision, I'll give you the dream, but faith without works is dead. I want to see on the back end if you're going to be disciplined enough to carry out this task. There's a reason why a lot of people in these Bibles, like Noah, when he was building Noah's Ark, bro, he had such a big goal. A lot of people thought he was crazy, but God knew he was the only one to fulfill that task. And you might be that one. You might be that one person in your family that's different, that's chosen for a lifestyle. I've talked about this multiple times, but you might be the one person in your family that was chosen to break these generational curses. Now, a lot of people don't like when I speak about quote unquote chosen ones, but all that really is, bro, is your ability to make a decision to break from the norm, to be, to stand out, to not embrace hookup culture, to not embrace social media, to not embrace being average. And that's what I think too many of us as men, we embrace being average. And then we label ourselves as average just because maybe society told us that, maybe because a girl told us that. But reality is you're not average, bro. You can easily be chosen too. You easily have the ability to tap into your creative side, change your mindset, change your life, create more positive thoughts. From those positive thoughts, you radiate more to the universe and God will reward you. The only reason why I've gotten to this point is because I was a faithful servant. When God told me to carry out a task, I carried out the task, bro. It's funny because, man, when I was 20, I always had and my brother, he knows this too. We have like deep intellectual conversations with this kind of helped me out too, because I can sometimes you need somebody just to bounce your ideas off. But I was telling him when I was 20, bro, how I had a dream that I was going to help people out. Now, at this point, I didn't know who. I didn't know it was going to be tailored specifically for men. I thought it was going to be for men and women, just anybody. And I told him, look, man, I have this dream that I can bring peace to this world. I have this dream that I can just motivate people, inspire people, and encourage people to see and find that light with them. Because at an early age, I guess you can call it discernment. I guess you can call it the Holy Spirit. I guess you could call it God. Like, I remember being 5 and I would look around at the homeless people. I would look around at autistic kids. I would look at people that were getting bullied. I would look at the poor people that didn't have enough money. Like, they're literally eating just bread. Bro, they're eating bread and syrup. That's all they're eating. Then you go to their kitchen, they have ramen noodles. That's all they're eating. And I would feel compassion in my heart, man. I would just feel sad. I would feel like, why does this world have to be like this, man? Why does it have to be such to a capitalistic point that we have the rich continually getting rich and the poor are struggling, trying to find a way out of getting out of this poverty lifestyle? So then as I grew older, I started to understand that it was just a lack of knowledge. I started to understand that most of us get so desperately caught into this system that we can't see our way out of it. And that's why I'm saying it starts with you. It starts with you. And that's why I need you to build your value up, because the moment that you decide to build your value up is the moment that we can band together. Because I can motivate you, I can encourage you, I can inspire you as much as you want. But at the end of the day, if we don't all rise, our society will continue to be where it's at, especially specifically for men. And that's what I started to realize. I came to this realization about 4 years ago that, and this is before the RP and, Fresh and Fit or Andrew Tate or whoever the biggest male guys were in our space. This was before that. I came to this realization about this was like 2008 when I graduated from high school, that men and women, we just don't play by the same rules, bro. Because when you look at a man's life and you look at a woman's life, a man's when he goes through pain and he goes through suffering, that pain sometimes can define him and put him in a brutal state to where his mindset is completely gone, bro. And a lot of us have to run to bottles. A lot of us have to cope because of that. And when you look at a woman, she might have to go through that same experience, but at the same time, she'll always have a little bit more empathy, a little bit more sympathy, all because she's a woman. A man, I've seen it. I've been to homeless shelters. You'll see a homeless man and a homeless woman. Nobody will help that homeless man out, but that homeless woman, they'll run to her. Are you all right? They'll give her money. They'll help her. And they might even be like, you know what? I have this house. You can stay here, or, whatever the case may be. It's just, it's a tough pill to swallow. And a lot of us don't realize this. And that's why so many of our men have broken hearts. That's why so many of men were emotional because of this reason. When you start to really truly wake up and you see that a lot of men, and we know this to be true. And if anybody wants to leave a comment, you can say how it is. Most men, we don't know how to control our emotions. We act too emotional. We crash out. And then a byproduct of this is we lose our masculinity. It's extremely important for us to practice stoicism because we have to experience pain. We have to experience suffering as man. I don't know anybody in my lifestyle as a man specifically that hasn't went through some version of pain, that hasn't went through some version of trauma. Specifically right now, it's about to be 9 o'clock. It's Christmas Eve, and I'm here on a live stream trying to motivate, inspire, and encourage the world. Now, it's all about perspective, right? Because one guy might be lonely right now, which I just had a comment on my channel right now. On my TikTok, I posted a video, and I hope this guy is here. I hope we are one of the people that in this live stream right now so we can address it. He goes and tells me, I'm working on Christmas Eve. I don't get to see my kids. My baby mama took my kids. I have a toxic baby mama. Now, we could sit here and sit here in this pity and wallow in this pity and be miserable because I have to work Christmas Eve, which me too, specifically from personal experience. I could sit here and be like, you know what, man, I had to work Christmas Eve. My life sucks. My baby mama gets to always spend Christmas with my kids. And, why do I have to work? Why can't I be rich? I go on social media and I see all these guys spreading a message of, helping men out. When is my time going to come, God? And I can easily be blasphemous and blame God and make him the bad guy in the situation, as opposed to me saying, you know what? Maybe this moment is defining me. And I told this brother, because he goes, you know what? Sometimes it's better if you just walk away from your kids, because that could be painful and trauma going through that experience. And I said, you know what? What God told me is I have to go through that pain. I have to go through that suffering. You know why? I have to experience that because this moment was 10 years ago. I was going through this with my baby mom for 10 years. Who knew back then? We go to the future. Let's fast forward to the future. And now I'm helping to inspire men and allowing them to understand that pain that you're going through, whatever it is, I experienced that pain and I can relate to that pain. But at the end of the day, real men have to bounce back from that. Real men don't have the ability to sit here and cry and just complain all day. Because what is that going to get you? You can blame her. We could blame whoever. We can blame our parents. We can blame our ex. We can blame God. We can blame Satan. We can blame society. We can blame everybody. They're so easy for us to have a victim mentality, but nobody's coming to save you, bro. You might have God in your corner. You might have God backing you, because a lot of chosen ones do. But at the end of the day, God's going to look at you and say, well, what are you doing to get out of this situation? I gave you the ability to have a mind. Your mind is the way out. Why aren't you using your mind properly? You're using your mind for catastrophic thoughts as opposed to using your mind to see the way out. I gave you the light. I gave you the path. And a lot of us have the path. That's why I said it starts with you, bro. You've had the path. I know you have, because when you were 12, when you were 15, when you were 17, when you were 20, however old you are, let's say you're 40, when you were 30, your spirit on the inside has been telling you, you need to start that YouTube channel. You need to put those chips down. You need to go to the gym. You need to go help those women out that have been, putting dirt on your name. Go tell them, you know what? I know you've been hurt, and that's the only reason why you're giving me pain. And that is helping change this cycle of constant negativity in this world. And we need more of this to help balance out. And that's why I think as men, it's extremely important to go into that dark void. All of us have demons. Like I told that guy, you could blame your baby mama. She could be the demon in your life because she's a Jezebel spirit. Or you could blame your parent. Maybe your parent wasn't the best parent. It's so easy for us to do that. But if that's a demon that you have to battle, at one point, it's going to take over your mind, or you're going to take over your mind. Who's going to win? That's what it comes down to, bro. Who's more powerful? Who's more stronger? Is society more stronger than your own mindset? I don't find that to believe. I don't believe that, bro. I believe that you have the ability to do whatever you want in your life. I believe that sometimes men just need a little bit of encouragement. Men just need to be seen truly, truly on the inside. And I get it, bro. Trust me, I get it. It's difficult because we put on a mask sometimes. We don't want to be seen for who we really are, because we might be that little boy that's still hurt on the inside because our mom ran away from us when we were 14. Our mom wasn't the best mom, and people used to bully on us because we were just little guys. So I get it. That mask, that identity was created probably over the course of 14 to 15 years for the majority of us. And that's what I'm saying. It takes a lot of healing and it takes a lot of prayer to get to where we need to be so that you can start seeing your way out. And we need to get back to this point, bro. Without you changing and without me changing, we'll stay put. But I have to have hope in society, bro. Because if we don't have hope, that's why a lot of us don't want to live no more, man. That's why a lot of us want to take our lives, because we don't have any hope. We don't. What hope do we have if we're just going to see, I have to work, I'm living paycheck to paycheck, I'm broke, I can't find a woman, I got this thorn in my flesh because I can't find a woman. I'll never get a woman in my life. Doesn't that just, bro, if I keep saying that over and over and over, I feel sad, I feel depressed, I feel miserable just hearing those thoughts. But if I come into your life, if I came to my boy's life from Ireland and I tell him, God loves you, bro, you can do amazing things in your life. You are just waiting on this moment, and let's seize the opportunity, man. Let's take advantage of this opportunity. The time is now. What are we waiting for, bro? You have the ability to do all this. Let's build this business. Let's build a tribe. Let's build a community. And let's start today to build our goals from scratch. What is your goal, my brother from Ireland? And then he says, you know what? I want to make $10,000 this month because I've been struggling my whole life because I've been living in poverty. I'm like, all right, well, what are your skills? What do you like to do? And he's like, well, I've always been a mechanical person and I've always been pretty good with my hands. I love to work on cars. I love to just fix things. And I'm like, well, have you ever thought about being a carpenter or a contractor working on houses? Because that's something right now, especially in Americas, that you can develop a trade and easily make six figures. Now, see how that's providing options out of his continual, perpetual misery? That's allowing him to see beyond that dark void that he has. And that's what we need more of, bro. Now, a lot of it, like I said, is because we don't read, we don't study, we don't have any knowledge, man. And I'm just going to keep it honest, bro. A lot of us don't. We just think, you know what? Our parents told us we have to get a job, so that's it. Society says we have to go to college. We have to go get this 4-year degree, get the 4-year degree, right? And then we're coming out making 60K, 70K, but inflation is wiping that out. So then you're living paycheck to paycheck. Then you're stressed out, mad about that because then you have school debt. But if you're willing and ready to receive a different perspective and generally humble yourself, that's why I labeled this last live stream Humble Beginnings. Because if you have the ability to humble yourself and put your pride to the side, too many of us, and this might hurt your feelings, bro. Too many of you guys live too much in pride. You live too much in your ego. You think you know it all. You think you got it figured out until somebody comes by. And this is a cold, hard fact, too. And I'm just going to be honest with all of us because I'm speaking to myself a lot of times when I speak to you. Bro, there's always somebody stronger. There's always somebody tougher. There's always somebody bigger. There's always somebody more handsome. There's always somebody that has a smarter IQ. There's always somebody better than us. It's truth. But is that going to stop us? No, because that guy might be stronger. He might be better looking. He might be more tough. But at the end of the day, he won't have the work ethic that you'll have. He won't put in that when he's sleeping because he thinks all these women are attracted to him. He thinks he has it so easy because he's making $1 million. I'm in the background putting his work. I'm in the background hustling, grinding, going to the gym, learning information, helping my brothers out. And God's going to reward me because of that. Why? Because I'm humble. I'm not living in my pride. I'm not living in my ego. And too many of us do that as men, bro. I've seen it time and time and time and time and time again. We think we got it all figured out. And what ends up happening? I'm going to tell you what happens. We get a reality check quickly, bro. Because if you don't humble yourself, who's going to do it? God. God will humble you quickly, bro. God will humble you real quickly. You think you're at the top. You think you're a millionaire. You think you're successful. And what happens? Boom, something happens. This woman sees you. She tries to plot on your come up. Next thing you know, you're getting a grape charge. Next thing you know, you're getting locked up. Next thing you know, you're battling cancer. Next thing you know, you got a thorn in your flesh. You got a sickness. There's a reason why in the Bible, Job was tested the way he was tested. Why? Because we want to continually stay in faith with God. If you don't have God backing you and you think you got it all figured out, he'll let you go, bro. I've done it my whole life too. You know what? I'm getting a little successful. I got some money in the bank. I got people that are following me. I got some girls that want to date me. I got some girls that want to give it up. I'm the man now. I feel like it. But the moment I feel like I'm better than my brother is the moment where we're going to experience a bad karma. And that's why I think a lot of us get it wrong. We truly do get it wrong, bro, because if you think you got it figured out and you see another guy and he's over there struggling and you have the knowledge, but you don't want to help him out all because you had to learn the hard way. So you want him to learn the hard way and he might not just know any better. That's selfish, bro. I really do think that's selfish. And I don't think that's how we should operate as men. And I said this in one of my videos and it got a decent amount of views. These type of men are the last of the dying breed. Men that can actually build a tribe and have brothers that will relate to them and truly see the greatness within them and allow them to be in a position to where we all can win together. If I eat, you eat. Why can't we have that mindset no more, bro? Why does it have to be I have to destroy you to get to where I need to get? For me to get 10,000 subscribers, I have to sell you out. I have to talk dirt on your name. And you see this. You see the reaction platforms where people are just saying bad things about other people as opposed to lifting you up, as opposed to giving you the knowledge because I have learned a little bit about how to use my mind properly. You know, I think it's difficult to see this in the world. And that's why I said it starts with you and it starts with me. Together, we can change this world. We have to have this hope. We have to have peace in our heart. We have to have some type of joy. What makes you happy? So many of us don't know that question, or we don't have anything that makes us happy. How can you go 40, 50 years in your life and the only thing that makes you happy is a bottle? I mean, I just don't understand that. How could that be our lifestyle, man, to where we just live in a constant state of not knowing what truly makes us happy? Now, a lot of us can say, you know what, money's going to make me happy. When I get to this point, I'll be happy. And you see that. There's a reason why when you reach true enlightenment, bro, and a lot of us don't search this, and I got a video coming out about this. A lot of us don't seek true enlightenment and peace. And when you find it, you'll realize that everything that you were searching from all comes from within. Your true happiness is going to come from within your heart, from the character that you're building, knowing that you're standing on principles, knowing that you're standing on morals, knowing that when nobody's around, you can look yourself in the mirror and truly be happy, not go to sleep. How many of you guys, and I know my brother, if he's still in here from Ireland, he's probably had this happen. You go to sleep at night and you don't feel like you were a success. You went to sleep and you're like, man, I could have did this. I could have did this. I kind of feel like a failure. Maybe I spent too much time eating the wrong junk foods. Maybe I spent too much time on the hub. You know, maybe I spent too much time just working, but I didn't truly feel like I was a success today. And then you go to sleep and what happens? You wake up that next day in another negative mindset because you weren't successful the day before. But I'm not gonna lie, when I started Men Are Needed, that first night, bro, I could not sleep. Bro, I had 1 hour sleep. I was that hyped up off energy. Like even now, bro, like I said, I got off work. I'm hyped up. I feel like I can go like this like another 4 hours. And I don't want to keep you guys too long because I know you guys got things to do. But I'm just letting you know that too many of us live with regret. Too many of us live with sadness. And we go to sleep with no vision. And you have to know this. When you go to sleep, that's when your brain's more receptive to be basically you can receive more information. That's when your subconscious program can be at the highest. So I would recommend that you guys, before you go to sleep, read your goals, look at something positive. Don't look at anything negative before you go to sleep. Don't watch the news. Don't consume negative things before you go to sleep. Only be on a positive vibration. I guarantee if you try, I give you guys a 30-day challenge, bro. A 30-day challenge. Try to influence your thoughts with only positive. It's going to happen naturally. You're going to have negative thoughts. But that moment that you can bring awareness back to those thoughts and have a positive mindset, or just thank God. You know, like I said, if you're waking up and you're mad because it's cold outside and you have to go to work and you're behind on your bills, say, God, you know what? In this moment, you're developing new character in me. You're giving me strength to wake up, and I'm grateful to be alive, and I'm thankful to be alive. And I know that I can see my way out with the vision that you gave me, and I'm going to put works today, and I'm only going to have a positive mindset. Bro, I guarantee if you have that mindset, your life will change. I guarantee if you have that mindset, you won't be no longer miserable. You won't want to run to the bottle. You'll be happy with your life. You'll be happy with the man that you see. And what's a byproduct of that? Money's going to come your way because people are going to want to help you out. Women are going to see you differently. You might go to that same gym every day, but that moment that you start walking with your head held high because you know you're doing righteous things, she's going to find you more attractive. She's not going to know what it is. It's just going to be your vibration because you're radiating God's spirit. you've rise in frequency, then you start incorporating eating right. You can make a better decision. You know, it's not difficult to eat right. You can just stop putting down chips, ice cream, pizza, and start incorporating more apples, bananas, and then you start working out. Then you start going after your goals. Bro, our community would change overnight. Wealth will come to us. And then the moment I say, all right, my brother from Ireland, what you got going on over there? And he tells me, look, man, I know in America everything's cheap, but out here it's bro, it's expensive. So would you be willing to help me invest in real estate properties? Or would you, I got this a business idea. Let's just build up this community. Let's start this business together. Bro, isn't that powerful? Just that thought alone to know that I can have somebody in the UK and we don't even have to go that far out. I'm just allowing you to see a different perspective. Sometimes that's all we need is our awareness to be expanded, to think differently. The moment you do that, bro, I'm telling you, that'll change your whole life when you can see a different perspective. To even have that thought, most people would say, you're crazy. You think that you're going to band up from somebody with the UK and buy real estate properties over there? All because they can't see beyond that void. All they can see is this little small narrow window of I have to go to this 9 to 5 job because I hate my life. I hate my job. So I'm going to make you feel what I feel. I'm going to crush your dreams immediately. And that's how a lot of us get stuck in a stagnant place. That's how a lot of us just get influenced to stay at our job. You know what I mean? And then you're staying at your job. And like I said, you're waking up with this regret, this misery, and this deep down pain and agony because you know you could be doing better. You know God told you to do something more with your life. You know God told you that, bro. You know He did. So why do you keep running away from your destiny? That's what I want to know for the majority of men. Why do we keep running around from our destiny? Why do we keep running around from we run from greatness? Why? Greatness is in within all of us, bro. And we all have the ability to tap into it. It's extremely easy once you believe. There's a reason why they say seeing is believing. You have to first see it on the inside. The moment you can see whatever God gave you, your destiny is on the inside, and you start to move in that direction, God's going to reward you immediately because 99% of people don't do that. There's a reason why they say many are called, few are chosen. Many of us gave, bro, a lot of us were told specifically what to do and how to carry it out. But then our consciousness will rather listen to Satan because bro, I'll give Satan some credit. I do. And I say this often. He's developed this world and this structure in such a way that it will break a man's spirit. And I see it. I've seen it day in, day in, day out, bro, where a lot of us, we run to drugs. We have to steal people's energy. We turn into energy vampires. I want to leech off you because I know that you might be that one person. You got high energy, you got high vibration. So I'm going to come around you just to steal your energy because I need to feel amped up. I need to feel that because I don't feel that. Because Satan, he took my heart and he destroyed it. And he kicked me when I was down. And then you feel sad and you feel miserable because of that. So, guys, we need to get back to a dreamful state, big dreams, big actions, and let's do it, man. Let's stop making excuses. There's no more excuse, especially because, and this is extremely important, and I got a couple of videos to help inspire us. 2025 is coming around the corner. And we know that, bro. A lot of us set New Year's resolutions. You know, let's say you want to lose 15 pounds. Everybody has a New Year's resolution, but then nobody goes after it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it personally. People will post it. Yeah, I'm gonna go into the gym. I'm in this gym. Yeah, January you in the gym, but by when March comes, it's just me and the people that are dedicated and motivated doing the things that we don't want to do because that's what discipline's about. We don't want to go to the gym 90% of the time. You don't want to go to work. It's just the truth. But once you put that with the dream that God gave you, you'll be a success, bro. And that's what we need to get back to. Success. Success starts with you. And that's why I labeled this. But you have to build yourself up first. And you know what you need to do. I'm talking to you right now, bro. You know what you need to do. You've been saying it for a long time. You've been saying it over and over and over. You know it. You feel it in the core of your soul. There's nothing that you can say that will right now justify the actions of why you're not doing it. There's no reason why. You can blame everybody and everything, but it's just a decision to act upon it. Let's do it, guys. Let's start together. Let's band together. I'm not going to keep you too much longer, but I just wanted to hop on here for the people that were lonely. If you guys have any questions, I can, I'll answer some of the questions if you want. I think there's still a couple people in here. I just wanted to tap in because I know it's Christmas Eve. Maybe some of our brothers are lonely. Maybe some of our brothers were sad right now. And I hope this will find you and help you to get back to dream again, bro. I want you to dream. I want us to dream. And the dream for me right now is just to help as many people as I can to continue to get back to a point to where they can see a little bit light at the end of the tunnel. There's too many people in my comments that are saying, man, you gave me hope. I was depressed. I'm sad. And that's not how we should be living, especially because we have the ability to tap in to YouTube, bro. I'm talking to you, and I like this guy's from Ireland. I'm talking to people from UK. I'm talking to people from Japan. This is a beautiful thing that we have. Let's take advantage of it. Let's start now. I thank you guys for all tapping into this video. I might catch you tomorrow. I might be back again tomorrow. Peace to everybody that was in here. God bless you all.